Welcome to Basketball Talk Pro. I'm Ron Ekker. Today we're going to take a look at rating shots, both uncontested and contested. And I want to start by telling you that the system that I use, and it has turned out to be very fair, I think, in giving you a substantial evaluation of are you really effective with your contesting, and what standards that you should set up for your team to determine how effective you can be with your shot contesting. So I use 3 ratings, really: 0, 1, and 2. It's pretty simple. 0 is that no contest is made. The player, the team, doesn't do anything, and so the shooter has a wide open shot. And then we go to 1. 1 is an attempt at contesting. It may be weak. It may be almost no attempt, but the player is making some attempt to contest the shot. And number 2 is a shot that is properly contested and gets the most effectiveness. Now, the reason we go to the 1 is that, first of all, we want to give credit to players for at least trying. And second of all, it's very subjective of what you think a contest is and what isn't. Many coaches I know just use contest or uncontest. But then you have a very difficult judgment on whether it has some effect or not. I'm going to show you in a chart, though, of real game situations that kind of proves our point on having this category of 1, which is a weak contest, but an attempt at testing. Contesting. We'll show you a chart that kind of bears everything out. But then we're going to show you the third part of this is we're going to show you actual practice footage that and shows each type of contest: a 0, a 1, and a 2. And that'll be the last part of our segment today. So let's go to the chart, and I think that will help clear things up for you. Yes, I wanted to show you this chart that I think will explain better than my explanation so far of why I use a 0, 1, 2, 3 type of evaluation of contested shots. First of all, I'd like to point out that this was a chart that we used when I was at Orlando. This represents about 25 of the 29 opponents that we played. It also represents almost 2,000 shots that we graded. And we graded those 0, 1, and 2. 0 is here. These are the attempts per game. This is the total, 591. In those shots, they shot 59%. This is 1, the area that probably a lot of people don't use. There were 844 shots that were contested, but not real good contest. Almost any type of contest was accepted as a 1. They shot 42% on 1s. That's 17 points less than the uncontested shots. So you can see that even these aren't good contests. Some of them are just barely, they're just doing anything. And it brought the percentage down 17%. Uh, you cannot forget that or leave that be. This is a big part of the shots, almost half of them that are taken in these games. And then these are the twos, and there's 553 of those, and they shot a percentage of 27% only on those twos. So now over here, we combine the ones and twos. We call them all contested shots. We had 70% of the shots were contested either by one or two, and they shot 36% on those. There's 59% on uncontested. Uh, the shooting percentage overall was 43%. Now you have to contest in some fashion 70% of the shots if you're going to end up with that kind of shooting percentage. If you don't do that, you're going to end up with them shooting much, much better over the night. Now it's interesting to me that we have almost exact same number, very close, of uncontested shots and twos. But the biggest proportion where we really have to make decisions is right in here, this area of the ones. And I think you're remiss if you don't give credit to players that make some kind of a contest. We teach, and we've gone through this before, that once the defensive player, see any shooter that is getting ready to shoot, that the defensive player goes up at the same time, even if he's 15 feet away. We contend that the shooter is not aware of exact position of the defender and it bothers him. He either takes his eye off of the basket or he shoots a little bit quick. So that's our chart. And I think you can see that any contest will make a difference. Don't discourage that by making them close out to get to the shooter, and then they don't get any contest. So that's the chart, and I hope that we're gaining something from this. And now we'll go on and take a look at how it looks like under game-like conditions. Well, that was a look at the chart, and I hope that cleared up some areas for you. This is a very important area. I understand that, and I want to be as clear as possible. I try to simplify everything that I do, and because I've found you have less mistakes when you simplify, and it's easier to correct your mistakes when you simplify. So now the next section of this is actually seeing it in practice situations. We're going to have 2 zeros, 2 examples of 1, and 2 examples of 2s. So this will, I think it's very important for you to see the different ratings. Not only hear a presentation and then see a chart, but this is what happens on the floor. So first of all, let's look at 0 type of contest. Okay, we're going to see a 0 contest coming up. I'll set it up for you so that you can be looking for it, because it happens pretty quickly. This guy's going to cut to the top of the key and get a shot. He's going to come and set a screen, but this man right here makes no effort to get around the screen and get out and contest the shot. He just lets him take the shot. So watch this guy going up, watch this guy here. He's the guy that will end up getting a 0 contest. See, right here, it's just laying on the screen, I call it, because Uh, no effort to get around it. Just hit it and stand there. And now this guy's getting really open for a nice shot. Follow through with it now. See, he's getting ready. This guy's still leaning on that screen. He's screening the screener. Watch. No effort. That's a zero. There's no doubt about that one. Okay, I want to you get to see a zero contest on this one, but I also want to show you something else in the monk offense. We've talked about it before, but this is a nice little case of improvisation and using the work that we've been doing on the drills. If you watch over here, uh, I'm sorry, right here, this guy's coming down instead of down screen. Instead of just coming out, he makes a nice curl, and then the screener pops. And both players had an opportunity for a shot, a good shot. They did not see him on the pass, and that's one of the problems when you're learning the monk offense early, is to keep your vision. Watch this. There's the curl. See, he's got a pretty good chance. Watch him pop back. But this guy just does not make a nice effort to get the ball. But he does make a nice pass here. This man's off a little bit far, not in good position. But here's where the zero takes place. He's out of position. This guy's a pretty good shooter, and he's going to take the shot. But what he does is quit. He doesn't really make any effort. See right here, we've talked about this in the drill, but this guy doesn't know for sure where he is. Uh, Actually, he could have started that contest a little bit earlier and at least gone up. We don't care about the distance because this guy is probably just zeroing in on that basket. Doesn't know exactly where he is. But to just let him take the shot now is just a giveaway. See, a lot of people do that. You see them in the NBA do it a lot. They just turn, go to rebound. The effort is on the shot, not the rebound. Okay. So there you saw a nice little curl, nice little pop, and no effort on the shot. Well, I don't think you had any trouble being able to visualize that. Uncontests are very simple, very straightforward, and nobody does anything. So now we will go and show you the rating of 1. There'll be two examples. Here we have a pretty good shot here of a 1. Could almost give him a 2. But this is the guy coming up to the top, but here's his man right here. Then we'll let it run up through there, and we'll be able to see what happens. See, here he's come. He's just late, but he's going to make a very good effort, and that would give him a 1. So that'll give you a little idea. The guy made a good effort. He was a little off defensively, but still on the contest, he did okay. Okay, here we have a little different kind of a 1. On defense, you're going to get screened. You're going to have to go around things. It's not always going to be just very easy like in a drill. But let's take a look at these two guys right here. He's going to take a quick shot. Really not a very good shot. He's going the right place on this screen, uh, but he got a little high, and you'll see he gets a contest, but not a very good one. But we'll go ahead and run it now. See, uh, he's got too far out, but he's going to make a little bit of a contest, but not good enough, but it's good enough for a one. Because if nothing else, he made the player shoot quicker by keeping an effort on him. So I encourage your players to continue the effort. It does have an effect. Ones are a little bit more difficult, but because we have this category one, and we define it very clearly that it's any type of contest. We don't have to sit and wonder, it's pretty clear when you say any type of contest will be acceptable. And we saw in the chart that it does its job. So now let's go to see twos. Two twos. Okay, this is going to be a two contest, and it's at the end of the fast break. That doesn't make any difference. Maybe a little difficult to see on this film, but I think we can accomplish what we want in showing you what a two looks like. Here's the man who's going to take the shot. Here's the man who is going to contest the shot in just a few milliseconds. See, he's in a position where he's just got to do the best job he can of making himself a presence. Look at the fast break, though, too. I like to point these things out. Very seldom do you get an organized fast break at the end. See, they really got 3 on 3, but it's not, it's still a fast break because this is not a solid defense. And now he gets the shot. You can see where the defensive man is. He's a considerable different distance away, but he makes up for it in one step. And the key here is to look at his actual contest, which is pretty well timed. He gets up high. He's got his hand outstretched as high as he can, and he does not get in a foul situation. Ready? Now this is a good look. This player here, this one right here, is a pretty good jumper and gets up very quick. He's not either one of those, but he is ready to make a good contest. And he's getting up in the area where that guy's going to have trouble getting a clean shot at it. It'll happen pretty quick now, so take a look. Now he made the shot. Still was a good two contest. And that's how it happens. Okay, I'm going to show you a number 2 contest in our system. But you have to remember all of these contests are done under different circumstances, different speeds. But this could actually be a very high one, but I rated it as a 2. Here's how it sets up. This is the guy going to get the shot. This is the defender. And I like a lot of things about this shot, and I'm going to point out. his defensive position is right. Now it's going to change as this guy goes on. Offensively, this is not a real good drive, but okay. This man recognizes this situation, and he's going to set a screen for him. So he's going to have to go over around a screen to get this contest. It's not an easy situation. See, he's kind of helping yet because he is a weak side. I think he got too deep. Here comes a screen. Here comes another screen. We're running, by the way, our 4-on-4 length of floor defensive and offensive drill, and we're running monk in the 4-on-4. It's one of my favorite drills. See, when he catches the ball, this guy is kind of out of it, and he actually moves on that screen, but he makes a nice effort getting out there. And this is a good offensive thing, too. Nice pass off the dribble. Nice screen, the best you can get under those situations. He's going to get an opportunity for a good shot. See how he has to come around? Now he's going up. And my point is this. He does not know where that guy is. And that's why I encourage not trying to close out on the guy, but get up here so that he doesn't know whether this guy's going up here or he's going up here. That's the purpose of contesting. And right now, I'm going to rate this a 2, and you'll see. See, he's quite a ways away. It happens pretty quick in there, but he gets up good on it. He's going to make this guy hurry his shot. This guy gets up pretty quick. This guy's got to hurry his shot a little bit, and the result is a miss. Well, now you've seen the chart, you've seen that shows you the results of this, and against NBA players, NBA teams. A lot of those teams are very good. Of course, all NBA teams are good. But I take this contesting, uncontesting thing very serious. I don't want to make any more mistakes than I possibly can. I think that you need that evaluation. I think it's very clear that using this system, you should be able to contest 70% of your opponent's shots. And it takes some work, it takes some coaching, it takes some effort from the players. But I think you'll get the results. I don't think you lose many games when you should contest under our system 70% of the shots or better. I think you'll find at the end of the season, if you can average that, you're going to win a lot of games. Thank you for watching this segment, and we'll see you in a couple days.